Hey gang, Mogoboy here. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning back in. So this is the next recap I have from War 53. This was a 3-star attack by JayPharaoh. This was the first attack, so very impressive in that respect. He did this with level 4 hogs. But the big thing that I wanted to point out about this was a needle holo attack, or technically a swarm holo since it was 11 balloons, but you know, whatever. But the big thing that we noticed about this when we were reviewing the replays is that the recent patch, the recent Christmas patch, buffed archer towers and cannon hit points. Now that has pretty huge implications, and we didn't realize that they were this big. But in the past, before the patch, you could drop one balloon. You could drop one balloon here, and so long as it dropped one bomb and then itself, that was enough to take out that cannon. But because of that hit point buff, it's no longer enough to take out that cannon. So the other thing is this particular cannon is just about in range of this air defense, so that was enough to take out the balloon as it was attacking that cannon. Now this has some pretty big strategic implications against holo attacks, so something that you guys are going to want to consider if you're attacking bases with these levels of defense. In his case, he brought extra balloons, and he was able to send in some follow-up balloons to take those out. But the idea here with taking out the defenses and the order that he took out the defenses, obviously most of the traps are going to be down kind of in this area. This is a base that we've seen before, and typically speaking, you'll find the spring traps in these funnel points here, big bombs, maybe some singles, a few up here, but only really one set of double bombs. So the first goal is going to be to remove this section as a threat by neutralizing those defenses, and then taking any 1-for-1 trades. Well, I mean, there are no more 1-for-1 trades. It's more like 2-for-1 trades with these exterior defenses. So these level 10 archer towers now require 2 balloons. These level 10 cannons, these gold cannons, require 2 as well. And then after that, I mean, because this is a symmetrical base, Archer Queen is here, but her range is triggerable from the outside to the exterior of the base. So just dropping the Barbarian King in there would have been enough to tank for the kill team, long enough for the AQ kill team to get in there and then process her. And then after that, it's just a simple matter of dropping the hogs in 2 lines. And this answers another one of those questions that come up a lot in clan chat, and that's, where do you deploy your hogs from? You've worked out that you want to take out the AQ here, but you don't know what you want to do with the hogs. So once the kill team's kind of in this area, the next thing that you're going to want to do is basically just send in two support teams, 2 hog support teams around the side to relieve some pressure off the kill team and have them move into the core of the base. And that worked out pretty well in his attack on this base. He did not bring a golem for this, so that freed up that tanking space for additional DPS troops, and he was able to get this with plenty to spare. So let's go ahead and watch that replay and show you how this all panned out. I'm going to play this at regular speed so that you can see what I was talking about here. So we have 3 balloons here down on the bottom to take out that 1 cannon. Those 2 will be able to one-shot, and by one-shot I mean two bomb drops. But notice here that balloon has gone down, and then this cannon here and this cannon here are the ones to watch. Notice it has a sliver of health. Bomb drops, balloon drops, cannon still up. Big problems. But he was able to adjust, and he dropped a couple more balloons to get them in. But that balloon, along with this balloon, was able to pull out the clan castle. And it was just a few wizards, so that was a relatively easy pull. He pulls everything up into the north, and this is where he starts his CC counter, and he brings level 2 witches in the. Oh, sorry, he dropped 1 more hog in there just to make sure that the CC was empty, and sure enough, there was 1 more wizard. But once that's down, plants an archer up at the top to start bringing all the troops. And notice how far away they are and how early he drops his witches. They have to get rid of this distraction before those troops get there. So that was a great decision to drop them as early as he did. So once that's all in place, kill team's going to be processing through the clan castle troops. But notice he's already started dropping wizards over here on the edge, and this is to make sure that these edge buildings go down so that nothing distracts either the heroes or anything else that comes out of that corner from wandering over to the side. So great job funneling there. So now the heroes are down. AQ is queued in on the BK. As soon as she takes one shot, everything will key in on her. The witches are still up, so those skeletons will go ahead and take her out. And because the Barbarian King and the AQ are right next to each other, you get 2 for 1 with the kill team, and they're down. And then as soon as that's it, as soon as they're down, notice there's still quite a few defenses left up. He wants to, this is one of those scenarios where dropping the hog support teams to either side of the kill team makes sense. They'll be able to process through this line of defenses one line at a time, and then the kill team will be free to just kind of wander into the core of the base. And then at this point, it's a simple matter of just keeping up with the heals. Again, because it's a symmetrical base and fairly lowish defenses, he's able to use one heal to heal both groups as they consolidate and they split as they move through the base. So, I mean, this was just about as perfect a hog raid as I've seen in my time, and I've seen quite a few of these. But yeah, so there's that first set of bombs, takes them out, and then he's got one heal left. Oh no, yep, there goes the last heal, and he goes into cleanup mode to collect 3 stars. So again, a great example of a needle holo, but with some extra considerations. Gold cannons and level 10 archer towers now require 2 balloons. It's no longer 1 balloon and a drop. And then being able to deploy your hog support teams, deciding where you want to drop them relative to the kill squad. In this case, it made more sense to have them move to either side so that the kill team could move into the core unmolested. But this was a great attack, plenty of DPS left to spare. Really love watching his attacks. Great job there.